Hi, this is Cares back with another wig video for you. It's been a minute, but I have some more to show you. A couple still on the way that I had hoped to show you, but they haven't arrived yet. So I'm just going to show you the ones that I have got. This is one that I didn't show on the last video. This is Heidi, and it's a smart lace one by JeanReno.com, and it's in the colour Chocolate Cherry. Now this wig usually retails for quite a lot of money. However, I did get this cheap, and the reason I got it cheap was someone had decided to cut it and to try and turn it into a topper. So they'd cut all the bottom bit of the wig off, but they had kept the piece. So when I got it, I just stitched it all back into place, and then we've got the full wig again. You can't see the insides, and it's well stitched, so it won't affect the wearing. And because it was cut exactly where there was a join and a meet, it won't make any difference, so you won't be able to see that the wig was altered in any way. It also came with this nice little comb, which is like a tangle free comb detangler, which I thought was quite nice. Now, I absolutely love the colour of this. If you look at all those reds running through it, it's really pretty. I just think that I could have this wig in many different styles in this colour. It's really pretty. It does need a little bit of a brush to get it right, but it is a lace front. The fringe is quite flexible on it, so you can move it around. Now when I got it, the lace hadn't even been cut. The previous owner had also sewn combs in, but I did adjust those because they were placed for a topper. So I took them off and I re-sewn them onto the parts where they should go to hold the wig in place. And I just trimmed that lace slightly. That was a real nice bargain. I think I paid around £20 for it, which, as I say, these wigs retail for an awful lot more than that. And it came in the original box and everything. So I was really happy with that one. This was another find from Vinted that I had here. The lace was again cut on this one when I got it. I did cut it back a little bit more just to my own taste. Now this is a lace front, but it only spans this part, so it isn't a full lace front, as in it doesn't go all the way to the ears. The colour of the wig on the picture looked quite blonde, but when it came, it's actually brown with golden highlights. Not that that matters, because I quite like the darker browns as well. But sometimes lighting can affect it. So obviously when you buy a wig, you think you're getting one colour, and then it comes and it's a completely different shade. It did come already refreshed and nicely washed though, which is always nice. I like the fact that it's so straight. It does need a little bit of a brush when it comes on. You can see those little highlights running through it. It's got like a very subtle highlight, and I like the way that the highlights start lower down, so it looks more natural. It almost looks like you've got a slight bit of regrowth there, which in a wig is quite a good thing, because it does make it look more like actual hair rather than synthetic. It is a synthetic wig, but it's a very nice quality one, and it does feel very similar to human hair, which I really like. I say you do have to remove the tangles on it a little bit. It's very thick wig as well, which is not a bad thing, but it is quite heavy to wear. Now around this part here, there's a few loose little hairs which make it seem a little bit more natural. You could actually blend it in with your own hair if, like me, you've got similar shade. If you wanted to, you could definitely add baby hairs yourself, or you could cut them in, up to you. I'm just sort of showing you how you can create a more natural hairline there, because that just looks like it's part of the wig, even though it's part of my own hair. So if you do have hair at the front, this is something you could do. So I was quite happy with that one. I can't remember how much I paid for that, but if I bought it, it's generally cheap. This was a cosplay wig that I got. The original brand is Coscraft. I also got this one off Vinted, but this is for a cosplay. So one of my Halloween looks I have planned, this wig's going to be used in. Now it does look absolutely ridiculous at the moment. It needs styling. It's still got the tag on actually, because it's brand new, it's never been used. It won't look like this when I've actually got the makeup and everything on and it's styled properly, but at the moment it's not styled as it's going to be for the costume. But I do think that with the hairline on it, it's actually quite good for the costume I want to use it for. This bit at the back does need a bit of a trim. It's a bit long for the costume that I need it for. I'm not going to say what it's for. You can try and have a guess if you like, but you'll see the costume at Halloween. And I got this set of 2 off a nice seller. They also came nice and cleaned, and she plaited them. The lace was already cut. They are both lace fronts. This one's long and white, so it'd be good for things like Daenerys or Elsa, that kind of thing. I did notice on this one though that the bottoms are very coarse in texture. The rest of the wig isn't, so I do think the ends just need trimming because it just looks a bit tatty at the ends. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't wear it this long anyway, so I'm probably going to take about that much off. But I'll show you what it looks like before I start playing with it. Now this is an ear-to-ear lace front, and it does have combs in it as well. I have got one a little bit similar, and I've had also ones that are slightly more grey in shade. But I did have it with specific costume purposes in mind. I say I'm thinking there's a few costumes that I'd like to do that does have long white hair, and so I wanted it for that. The whole texture of it feels generally quite nice. It's just those ends. I might be able to repair them with a little bit of straightening, but we'll see. My guess is it's probably been used in a costume or something, because it seems like it's been back combed a little bit. But it's a nice wig. You can plait your wigs when you're storing them if they're very long, or the other thing that I like to do is twist them and pop them inside the cap, and then when they're in their respective bags it keeps them nice, especially if you don't want a curled texture for it. This one came off the same person. It's still actually got the plait in it. I'm just going to take it out. And I loved the colour on this one. Another lace front. Looks like they've cut fringe into it from what I can see, because there is a little fringe at the front. But I haven't got one in this shade of purple. The wig itself is beautiful. I say it does look like these bits have been cut. You can see the way they're sticking up, that they've been trimmed. Well, there's 2 things I could do about that. I could either cut the lace further back and try and cut them, or I can just get the straighteners on them and straighten them down a bit, which I think is what I'll probably end up doing. It's a shame really, because I probably wouldn't have cut them that short, but you can always pin them down, and it can also be tucked under if need be to make it look more natural. I probably wouldn't have hacked them like that, but it looks like they've been curled, so I think the person probably curled them under. This one came from Shine, and it turns out when it arrived it's a hair cube wig, which I'm quite happy about because I like a good hair cube wig. Now this is one of them with the fake caps that you know I don't like, so you can guarantee I'll be cutting that and flattening it and doing whatever else I do to them. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like beforehand. What interested me in this one, despite it not being lace front, is the shade of red it is. Because I liked the fact that it had red in the roots, but it was darker at the roots, and then it faded into a lighter, more like fiery red. Reminds me a little bit of Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, which was what I really liked about it. There isn't a lot of shedding on it. You can see the tag is still there. So I will adjust that hairline there. What I'll be doing is I'll be cutting this bit so it lies flat. The scalp isn't actually too bad on it, so I might just pluck it a tiny little bit wider. And I might not even have to adjust the skin colour, because that's actually quite close to my hair colour anyway. But that's really pretty. I like that it's long and wavy. I've got a new love for the scalp ones now. I've managed to find ways to adjust them to make them look a bit similar to lace fronts. I'd still be very picky about the ones I buy and only get ones that I will absolutely wear. But it does give me a bit of flexibility if there's one that I absolutely want to have. And this is the last one that I got, also from Shine. This is a lace front. So it's got the darkness and it's got red pieces all the way through it. Again, still got the tags on, still got the lace on. Haven't actually done anything with it yet. In fact, I haven't even tried it on. This is the first time that I'm putting it on. So I'm hoping it will look nice on me. Now that lace is quite invisible. I will cut the lace, but just for now I'm going to leave it on because I just want to show you the wig itself. So I really love those slices of red running through it. They really sort of make a beautiful style. I like the fact that they're sort of in alternative places as well. It's a very nice wig. The lace would be cut off, obviously, so you wouldn't see that lace. It will be tucked under like that. It's got quite a nice hairline to it. I do think it needs to be cut quite close there, otherwise you can see all the little knottings there. But other than that, it's really nice. So that's just a little mini wig video for you. Not too much to show, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm thinking of doing one a bit later that will have all of my cosplay wigs in it. So all the ones that I use specifically for costumes. Some of them obviously look quite realistic, some of them not so much. But I just thought it'd be nice to show you what's out there and available, and the sort of things that you could use to create makeup looks, or if you were going out for a contest or fancy dress or whichever. So I thought I'm going to show you those at a later point. I hope you've enjoyed the video, even though it is a very short one. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, etc, etc, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. So I had finished the video, however the last 2 wigs that I was waiting for have arrived, so I thought that I'd show you those into this video too. The first one is this one. It's a long injury one. Looking at it, it is a full lace front, but you can see sort of flecks of, I don't know whether it's blonde or yellow in with the copper, which gives it a really nice 2-dimensional tone to it. Now this is by Carl Bembridge. They are usually retail for about £120. I managed to get it for a bargain. And it's one of the ones that I've been hoping to get of his for a while, because I love coppers and reds, but because of the price tag it wasn't one that I could afford. So you can see why I really wanted to get this wig. The lace is amazing as always, but it always is on these wigs. I would probably cut it slightly closer to the scalp for my liking, but you don't have to, that's just personal preference. But look how stunning that colour is. And it's just pure straight and goes all the way down. Now generally I don't wear longer wigs, and this comes all the way down to here, but I won't be cutting it because it's just amazing. I don't want to do anything to it, so I wanted to show that one off. I was really lucky to get it because, as I say, I've been waiting for one to come up for a while. The wig itself is from a Japanese, I think it is, company called Im Style or I'm Style. I don't know how they pronounce it. It's basically IM and then Style. So she got it off their website and it came blonde, and she's dyed it herself. So this is a custom wig, which means you're not going to see one like it anywhere else. Now, because it's been custom dyed, there is a little bit of staining on the inside of the cap, but to be honest, I'm not at all bothered by that because you don't see the inside of the cap anyway. This is the first time I've tried this on. You'll be seeing it as I do. See, the lace is quite invisible on it. I'm just going to tuck it under for now because I will cut it, but I'm not going to cut it yet because I don't have time. So you can see it's a wavy wig with darkened roots anyway, but she's put through it all these shades. So you've got a combination there of blues, and it's picked up 2 tones of blues there. There's a pink, a green, a purple. It's really beautiful, and I like the fact that the colours are kind of muted as well, so they're not really bright and in your face fake, which I really love. I think she's done a fantastic job of it, and I'm really happy with it. The hair itself, still nice quality. It's a little bit dry on the ends. It's probably just from the fact that she's had to use hot water to get the colours to stay, but nothing that a bit of fibre spray can't fix. I always run this through it anyway. Remember, you're dealing with fabric here, so the fibre spray will work on it to make it softer. So a lot of people do use the whole fabric conditioner, but I just find it makes the wigs go horrible and greasy. So for me, I don't like it. Whether that's because I use too much, I don't know. There we have it. I'm surprised how realistic this actually looks, because considering the colours and considering this here, I would have thought that it would look unrealistic, but it really doesn't. I feel like a really pretty mermaid in this one. It's definitely one of my favourite multicolour wigs. I've got quite a few of them, and the other ones that I've got that are multicolour are a lot brighter. But as I say, I really love the mutedness. I won't be straightening it either, because I think the curls on it really bring out the colours. The good thing about synthetic hair is it does hold its curl. So I think that's really, really pretty. And you could probably actually wear it back as well. I think I could get away with it, because the lace is really good on there. So if I wanted to pin it back into a style, obviously I'd probably glue it down first, but I think I could actually wear it as an up style as well, which is quite good. I always find that if you're going to put it in an up style though, you probably do need to glue it down so it looks more realistic, but I'm just giving you an idea of what it would look like. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. When I get some more wigs, I'll do another one. I don't really have anything else new to show at the moment, but as you'll see that I mentioned before, I did this little extra bit on the end. I have got some cosplay wigs that I use purely for costumes that I'm going to be showing all of them together, just because Halloween's coming up and I know it's a long way off yet, but it'll give people an idea of things they can use for costumes. So thanks for watching again. Like, subscribe again, and I'll see you soon. Take care.